Diva Say what? Hello and welcome to my new feature. It's called Diva Say What, and it is working with gayfresno.com, and what it is their little advice section, and I will be answering questions from now on. And so with that in mind, our first question is, I found out that this guy I know has HIV. What should I do about this? I used to like him, but now I'm not sure. Is that wrong of me? He wants to keep it a secret, but I want to talk about it with people. What should I do? Well, the first portion of the question, I will break it down just because I want to make sure that I cover everything. I just found out this guy I know has HIV. What should I do about this? You really shouldn't do anything. It's a matter of that information is very confidential, and I'm sure if that person told you, that person probably didn't mean for you to go talk to other people about it or tell other people about it. That goes to say also, I'm sure you've seen in many sitcoms where people say, well, let's just say that there's this person who likes this person, blah, 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 blah. Well, people are very smart and they put two and two together, and more than likely will be able to find out who you're talking about or what you're talking about. So my suggestion is, unless you have okayed it or gotten permission from him to talk about it with other people, then I don't think you should be talking about it with other people. It's funny that you asked this question because we were just watching an episode of Noah's Ark, and in one of the episodes, it's the exact same situation where he finds out that one of the characters finds out that the person is positive, and I asked my friends that I was sitting with, would you date someone who's positive? And really the question is, I don't know. It's really hard to say, but the disease doesn't stop you from loving somebody. So that's what you have to remember, or liking someone. If you really like or love someone, then those emotions or feelings would be real and will conquer any kind of doubt or any kind of possible sickness or disease that you may be talking about. So I'm going to say that yes, is it wrong that you don't maybe feel the same way about him? I don't think it's wrong. I think it's natural. I think that's a natural reaction to finding out something about somebody, not even regarding HIV, but regarding anything, finding out something about someone that you didn't know previous. And it really does change the game as far as how you see this person. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But should it? I don't believe so. If there is a history built with that person and you have emotions and you have feelings that already are pre-existing, and this is just something that kind of came up or maybe that he just found out himself, I don't know, so it's really hard to say, but I don't think that it should change your already pre-existing feelings, especially if the person confided in you to tell you that he or this person has HIV, that he has HIV, because that's not something that is easily done. I've actually worked in the HIV community for probably about 9 years. Well, I don't anymore, but I used to, and I've known many people who are currently living healthy lives, and I think that's really the big portion of, should I love this person, should I not love this person, because you don't really know what's going to happen with somebody, but you don't really know what's going to happen with anybody. You don't know when anybody's time is, so I don't think you can live in that what if all the time, because if you do that, then you'll never be able to move on or maybe love somebody, because if you're always thinking about what if this, what if that, what if, what if you get in a car accident tomorrow, then what, so there's all these things that you can be what ifing, but really, I want to say if there's been pre-existing relationship feelings forms, then don't let a disease come between that, because more so if that person did confide in you, I think if he doesn't want you to tell anybody about it, then guess what? You shouldn't tell any people about it, because that is not it's not your story to tell. It is not what's happening to you. It is, and like I said before, if you start asking people, what if this, what if that, people will put two and two together, and then in turn you have told other people about this person's disease. So I would advise that you not talk to people unless you do get permission from him. And if you're looking to get talk to people who may be anonymous help, or just want to gather some information, you can always call the Fresno County Health Department at 445-3434, which is their number, and you can just ask them if you want to ask them questions, or you can just ask some more questions here, and we can I can surely get you some information. So hopefully that helps you, and hopefully that didn't confuse you any further. But just before, I mean, you're talking about having this relationship. So just so we're clear, I don't know how educated you are on HIV and other forms of STDs, but the only 4 body fluids that transmit HIV is blood, semen, vaginal secretions, and breast milk. And so you should be using universal precautions anyways, and universal precaution meaning act like everybody has everything, and not engage in risky behaviors, not put yourself at risk in coming in contact with any of those fluids. If you're gonna have sex, then use a condom. Of course, condoms are not always 100% effective. However, they do greatly reduce your risk. So why not? It's just like a seatbelt. Condoms are like seatbelts. You know what I mean? They may not save your life, but there's a good chance that they will lower your risk from dying. So let's put it that way, you know? And just be conscious of things that go on between you two. Because it would really, it's really hard without any specifics, but it would really be bad to throw something away that maybe you've been having for a long time. And it sounds like you have feelings for this person because of the way the message is written. But this little tidbit of information is probably standing in the way of something. So I would just be cool. Talk to him. Talk to that person. Ask the person questions. Usually fear is of things that we don't know. So find out more and get to know, and then go from there. I hope this has been helpful. So until next time, people, make sure you send your questions and keep watching for more Diva Say What?